Hollywood is marching forward with a couple of new films this weekend. Here with his reviews, plus a recap of the Oscars. Our movie guy, Eric Childress, who's Skyping with us this morning because a snowstorm has him landlocked. How original, Eric. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, it's okay to gloat. You did very well with your Oscar picks. However, you did have one big miss, and that was Best Picture. You picked Gravity, which actually fared very well.
Yeah, I mean, 7 Oscars. It's the second film after Cabaret to actually win 7 Oscars and not get Best Picture, which is it's always kind of weird to me that a film could be the most technically proficient film of the year, get Best Director, and then somehow lose out to Best Picture. So that's kind of odd.
What did you think about the Oscars overall? I thought they were very easy to watch, had a nice flow. I thought Ellen was great. How about you?
Well, it was easy enough to watch. I think it went a little long again. They got a lot of unnecessary montages. Just sort of a really unsurprising Oscar cast. We had the John Travolta moment, which everyone's making fun of right now. It's a lot of fun. But other than that, there wasn't anything really to sort of talk about other than the winner speeches, many of which were very nice.
I thought so too. Well, here's what happened at the box office while we were watching the Oscars. Other people were actually going to the movies. Coming in at #1, Non-Stop with Liam Neeson. Great job here, 28 million. Son of God coming in at #2. The Lego Movie, 3 Days to Kill, and The Monuments Men. So Lego still bringing in money, and Liam Neeson leading the box office.
Yeah, well, Lego is over $200 million now and well-deserved. Liam Neeson, has become, quite the action star since Taken, and this is going to be a nice little hit for Universal. Son of God, I was kind of curious to see how people were going to, react to this film. It is a stripped-down version of the Bible miniseries, just sort of the last, fifth of that story. But people did show up. They didn't quite show up in Passion of the Christ numbers, but certainly better than some other religious films that have come out. And we'll see if it holds up now that we're into Lent.
Well, Son of God had a lot of promotion. Even Joel Osteen's promoting the film, so it's getting a lot of plugs out there. All right, moving on to this weekend, as I mentioned, a couple of new films coming out: 300, Rise of an Empire, and Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
Yeah, and remember last year, Warner Bros. Was going to release 300, the sequel, in the summertime in August, and at the beginning of the summer they moved it out and pushed it to March, which I think is a smart move. I think they're going to, reap a few extra dollars because of that. Thought it was going to bomb last summer, and I don't think it's going to do quite the money that the original did in 2006. That did over $210 million. So we'll see if the fans are still sort of interested in that style that's been copied over the years. Mr. Peabody and Sherman, on the other hand, is an even bigger disappointment because as a fan of that, cartoon, back in the Rocky and Bullwinkle rerun days, it's a film that doesn't quite know its audience. It's sort of appealing to kids as opposed to the adults that remember that thing. And they sort of have sort of a kids' version of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and it turns out to be really disappointing. But I think those two are going to battle for the top of the box office, and you might see Son of God hover around there as well.
Thank you, Eric, and have a great weekend.
Thank you, you too.